Morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? So 6 in the morning. I keep asking myself, why am I still alive and awake this morning? It's 2:06 Pacific Standard Time. It's the 3rd of October, 2023. Morning, Daryl. Got your vid this morning. Well, glad somebody's doing okay. Maybe he's got permission to go over to Florida to do whatever he's got to do. That's cool. Also got your story. Attitude of gratitude. I really got to deal with that one. I barely remember what the hell happened during those days. It was bad enough I was just going insane. My date's October 10th, 2006. Next week it'll be 17 years. When David died, it would have been 12 years. It was 12 years. Yeah, there have been times I got tempted about the damn thing in the first place. I didn't really want to do it. I didn't want to stay in recovery. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I had to. I had to. Because I was already having things happening during those days. When I got sober, I didn't know my ass was hot rock. I already lost a damn job. And we were almost about to be kicked out of the house we just got rented. I mean, there's a long story in this one here. We moved out from San Fernando Valley because we couldn't afford to pay rent in one house. We lived in there for about 12 to 13 years. And it was home. It was out in Reseda, California. I'd seen a lot in those days. I grew up in San Fernando Valley. I wasn't born in it. My family moved out there when I was 2. So, grew up mostly in the San Fernando Valley. We had to get out the hell out at '05. And we found out the person who we're going to be renting out of, friends of ours, theoretical friends of ours, they're taking the money and they split out of country. Place is going through foreclosure. It took us about several months till we get the hell out of there and found another place. And then we had a landlord scammed us on that one. We sued him and got moving money, got out of there, and got into the apartments. Well, during my time of recovery, I was scrambling for work. But I was also scrambling for recovery. I had to keep going to meetings like crazy. I didn't know what the hell was going on. David was in between jobs. Ma's disability was paying for rent. We found this one particular place out in Palmdale, East Palmdale. It's a street called Populous. Well past 47th East and S. Nice enough neighborhood to be quiet. Yeah, right. So we didn't have any gang members or shootings, but the neighborhood tried to police itself on that one, trying to keep the elements out. It was rocky. It was compact, but at least we had our own rooms, and just was getting worse. More and more bedridden at that point. Kind of hard to maneuver in her bedroom anyway. She had a big poster queen bed. Got that when she was a long time ago. Had it for a long while. And Dave was still scrambling for work, and I was doing the 24/7 on Mama. Sometimes she was actually able to get around as much. As soon as we had ourselves established a little bit, we were still getting money coming in. Mama's bookkeeping income tax business was out. she had it for almost 20 years. She was good at it too. That's how we had indirectly got away to get them moved from San Fernando Valley to the Antelope Valley because of the client, a friend that we made, and her family. How we'd seen her and her family go through another business or two, but didn't think that they'd be scamming us like crazy just to get the hell out of the damn state and disappear. Even my brother's friends couldn't even find them. They moved out of the country. I think they came from Guatemala. I had to go over to a county system for GR during those days. They had a work program. In order to qualify, you had to keep looking for work. You get information, you give it to them. Keep going through their programs, keep doing the job search listings. And I still had money, county money coming in. I still had to pay back if I had to actually get a job. The bureaucracy, dude. GR7s and QR7s. No. QRs and ESRs. Blech. QRs was quarterly. That was the one that keeps up with your, with the cash aid. No, the QRs was for the food. SRs was for the cash aid. Every 3 months had to fill those damn things out. They had to keep track. You had to be completely honest about the damn shit. You know what the funny thing about the damn bureaucracy of LA County when you're trying to apply for assistance with these assholes? Good Lord. I had to go back to different banks or trying to get the past previous financial information that would satisfy these guys. I hadn't been in a bank in a hell of a long while, but since we got the past information given, these guys it's like running back and forth. Keep even on the same day, I had to keep going back and forth to different places until I actually got the paperwork right to get food aid and cash aid going. Cash aid, you're just borrowing for the county. And when you get on your feet, or maybe if you got Social Security, they'll take it right out of it. And then you're stuck with these guys for a while until the Social Security kicks in, and then you're stuck with the federal government. That first year was a bitch. My brother had been going over to the meeting halls when we moved into the Antelope Valley. He was trying to get himself established with recovery. He found a few places, and while we were living in Palmdale, we found a Palmdale group. You talk about rip-roaring personalities in that place. I thought the Nesters may have been hardcore. These guys were just out of it, I guess. But decent enough guys. Had a men's stag over there. The thing has been when you're in recovery and you start opening yourself up to it, the program. Start to care about what happens to these guys. But it was just, yeah, you can tell your personal shit to these guys in the programs. The problem is, after that, you get off of there. Get. Yeah, but I'm still dealing with a bug war. Damn cockroaches. These guys had rarely came over to the house to see how Mom was doing. She heard so many stories coming from my brother about what these guys were, but I don't think she actually met these guys. I'm not quite sure if she actually had. They knew what her picture looked like. They kept showing it to them. But we also had the other place called the Open Door. It was in Lancaster, closer to us. I know I'm jumping on these things. I'm jumping on these things. Sorry, my timeline's going screwed up in my head at this point. October 10th, 2005 is where I lost my brains. Actually, no, not October. We moved out in 2005 into the Antelope Valley. I spent about nearly a year busing it from Palmdale on 27th and S by a fire station. And nearly a year later, I lose the damn job because of the layoffs and also because of me. And we're living in another house at the time. I was miserable. I was depressed. I was playing more video games, also doing online searches. I did the physical work that the county required me to do just to get the food stamp card, a little bit of cash aid just to keep 3 people alive. Dave had to keep dealing with the transportation issues. His mama kept taking her to the hospital. Or not to the hospital, but to the doctor's office. Once in a great while to the hospital, but mostly to the doctor's office, just to see how she was going through it. Finally, it was about the last couple of weeks before we moved out. We get the damn issues with the landlord, the populace. He was taking us. He was going to get rid of us. We had a year lease, and he was breaking it after 8 months. Pain in the ass. We took him to court. Got move-out money. So we got to apartments in Montecito, and we had the people in AA help us out with the moving and the packing and stuff. I'll tell you something. You accumulate 20 years of data, hardcore paperwork. It's a bitch to move out, and especially when you have so much crap to deal with. We moved into the apartments. Montecito was a nice place. We had lousy neighbors above us originally. Man, they were control freaks. You talk about Karens like crazy on that one. And I just got my job with Walmart, the last job I ever had. Fucking pain in the asses. And I had garnishments on my wages until I paid off the county. You'd be surprised how much you can accumulate. And after you pay off the damn county, it takes you twice as long, but finally got these assholes paid off. And in the process, trying to see whether or not I was going to be qualifying for a disability, but I wasn't there yet. Way not there yet. I was still physically able to move my ass. And I'm seeing Mama being moved from her queen size bed into a hospital bed. More than a 24/7 action on her. So besides acting as a damn cashier for about a year, busting my ass and trying to enjoy the damn job if I could, I thought I was a pretty decent cashier. I sucked at math. But I had attitude, I had enthusiasm. I kept up with the damn job. First year, I damn near killed myself on black ice. Cold March evening. 8 or 9 o'clock. Ice already set in. It was cold those nights. I think we had a little bit of a dusting or something. Bit of snow here and there. Trying to push carts out in that freezing area. I had to have gloves on for those days. Hit a pocket of black ice that slipped and fell in did something to my tailbone, my muscles, on the lower back. Started a whole damn shit. That took me to urgent care. I should have been taken to a hospital. They couldn't find a damn thing yet, but it started to be the cumulative. And they put me in the garden department for the rest of my cashier training for that year, so I get to deal with those schmucks. I like the cashiers. I like maybe a few staffers over there that they actually had, but everybody else, there was a couple of guys in there like the drop kick. Talk about building up your resentments. We're getting close to a Christmas time, and I'm still working as a cashier. So trying to get up to the 1 year mark. And this asshole didn't like the Christmas music. He's trying to control everything in the department. He's not even a supervisor or lead. He's just a belligerent asshole. I already got approval from the supervisor that I was bringing in a Christmas disc of my own just to play for the customers over there. This guy was, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah. Almost got into it with this guy. Should have got into this guy. I would have been losing my job during that day. Discovered this guy had been pilfering and pillaging the company. Right after my little run-in with the asshole, that's when he got himself in trouble and busted by loss prevention in the LA County Sheriff's Department. I stayed in the department, in the guard department, as long as I could until they gave me another opportunity. I thought I was going to stay in the guard department. That would have been interesting. It was nice. I liked it. At least I had decent people to deal with and talk to. They moved me out to automotive. I didn't know a damn thing about automotive. That was the only full-time sales position that they had. I could have stayed a cashier. I should have stayed a cashier, but it would have been part-time work. And I needed full-time work. 4 years. 4 years dealing with that department. I mean, I could deal with the garden department every once in a great while, but mostly was stuck where I was. Behind a counter, or stocking shelves, or counting tires, putting up tires, writing up orders, and dealing with ego-driven managers over there. Anyway, that last year was a pain in the ass. Ma's health was going worse. Kept taking her to the hospital every once in a while. And it almost like every other month or week. And during those days, we didn't realize her health was going down. Even the doctors, I guess they didn't tell us the reality of the damn shit, that she was slowly dying. Losing her memory. Losing mobility. If they actually put her under a CAT scan or an MRI, maybe they would have found that she probably had transient ischemic attacks herself and didn't even realize it. Even the doctors didn't realize it. I'm thinking about it more and more these days. Yeah, you talking about being in recovery during these days? Shit. I had set up Wednesday nights as the days off. They were going to be established because I told them I had to take care of things at home. I'm still a caregiver. Things for me at home were also my sobriety. Very few people over there knew about my sobriety. I kept it as such. So, Wednesday night was Men's Stag over at the Palmdale Group. Hot dog night. I wasn't going to miss that. I wasn't going to miss the camaraderie of the guys belly aching about their own damn lives and laughing it up at the same damn time. That's the one thing they could do, laugh about their damn misery. Me, I could just keep swallowing in my damn pride and my anger. And I keep talking about these guys about it. They kept trying to tell me to lighten it up. I was a miserable son of a bitch. Well, I'm dealing with minor medical issues. I'm dealing with Walmart and their issues. Shit, what the hell was I supposed to do? Lighten things up? No, I was supposed to turn it over to my higher power and let my higher power take care of everything, right? I'm thinking, leave me the fuck alone, higher power. I'm trying to deal with shit myself. Leave me alone. Had my own damn ego. I'm wearing my ego on my chest here. Deal with it. My higher power is patient to a point, that's for damn sure. Damn near get killed on the job. Hell of a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, blame, and still do have it, unfortunately. Towards the guy who dropped the tire on me and towards the company. At least one particular manager, well, maybe a couple of managers. One that was still stuck in the process and she had to take care of her own family. So much for trust. So much for trust in the workplace. Oh man, I really had a problem. I still do. Trust issues? Oh yeah. Holding on to resentments? They suck. It's been over, coming up on 10 years with these assholes that we mutually parted ways. Fuck, they fired my ass, set my ass up, drop kicked me. hmm Even though I got injured on the damn job, and even though they had me under workers' comp for a while, and they still didn't like it. I'm a drain to these schmucks, so drop kicked me one way or another. Had a manager set me up regarding a damn transaction. Should have been simple, but no, they made it complicated, and therefore it made it my fault. And here's your walkout papers. Get the fuck out. I went. Pissed off the company, pissed off life, pissed off, period. I had a hell of a lot of opportunities to go out there and drink and do it. I didn't. I still had to take care of Ma one way or another. I don't care how injured I was. As I said before about that tire drop incident, March 25th, 2012. Carry out all-weather truck tires. Damn things are in the fourth tier. No safety letter. I would have to go through the whole building just to get the proper equipment I need to get the damn tires down safely for these people. I wanted to salvage that sale. It was just four rubbers walked out the door. That would be simple enough. Put them in a damn cart, wheel them out, be no problem. We don't do the installation. They would do the installation. They would have the rims for them. What the hell happened? Shit. My own department supervisor, damn asshole's been there for about several months. Thought he knew everything. He wanted to be a manager. He was going to be kissing ass and doing shit. He does a Spider-Man routine. Going up the damn tiers, going in between the tires, and start dropping them like hand grenades. First one barely misses me, and the second one hits me in the face. Face gets smashed a bit, neck gets... and then the lower back as well. All I saw was this guy standing up, just bleeding all over the damn place. They had to put me down. I just woke up, and I'm on the chair, bleeding all over the place. They don't even bother to call 911, but they had to get me to do paperwork with the damn shit. They got to make sure I had to do this. I'm in shock, and I'm trying to remember this shit while I'm writing the damn crap down. Assholes. Cover their own ass. Yeah. That's why I don't touch it. That's why I don't go into Walmart ever. I may do a little bit of online shopping every once in a great while, but these guys really seriously piss me off. damn near kill me and then screw over the process. And the manager didn't even apologize. Assistant manager was trying to apologize. What the hell's going on? He wasn't even involved, but he's the assistant manager of my area. So he's apologizing. And then he leaves the company. Lucky bastard. Now, I don't have anything against him. At least he was a nice guy, and at least he was trying to. I know he's trying to cover his ass at this point over here, but at least he was showing a little bit more human compassion than the other assholes. So, yeah, I still got a resentment against staff, management. It's been almost 10 years. You talk about the PTSD flying through this one here, Bal? Holy shit. The anger and the resentment is so damn strong that I can't even go into the area if I wanted to do any shopping. The area that they have is a mega center for Palmdale. You go into Google Maps on this one. You go Palmdale, California. Look for the 14 freeway. It's right by Rancho Vista and 10th Street. And they're going saying they're in the area of the 14 freeway, and it's the curve that they got over there, the bend. You see the big Walmart over there. That's the assholes I worked for and damn near got killed in. And they've got other shopping areas in there. Now, I got to do another video on this one. So this is going to be part 2. I'm just trying to save. Give me a second.